So this is what I call the herbicide-resistant weed era. This is where it's not very easy to manage these weeds, so it's challenging. Fragile, meaning you have to do things in a certain way and hope everything cooperates. The application is good, the spray conditions are good, the weeds aren't too large, it's not too hot out, it's not too dry out. And it can be expensive. If you fail and you need to spray again, the herbicides that are not called glyphosate are typically a lot more expensive than what glyphosate has been. And so failure is a major problem. And so these herbicide-resistant weeds have created major challenges. Weed management costs in the US have probably quadrupled. So in other words, 4 times what they used to be when glyphosate was controlling our weed species. But I can share my experience with adjuvants being used in the US for management of these herbicide-resistant weed species. Use of application methods, adjuvant systems that optimize activity of the herbicide being used for control of the herbicide-resistant weed is ideal. So that might not be Roundup. It might not be glyphosate. You have to optimize the tank mix partner that is doing the work to kill the resistant weed species. Built-in adjuvant systems might not be functional for all those tank mixes. However, we have to keep in mind that if you build an adjuvant system for that tank mix that doesn't optimize glyphosate, we might be sacrificing some activity on glyphosate on other weed species that might not be resistant yet, but you might be encouraging resistance because you don't have that optimized for glyphosate. In our case, we're not using ammonium sulfate in applications with dicamba and glyphosate. Match the herbicide and adjuvants with similar water solubility, oily adjuvants, oily herbicides. The only way to herbicide combination be effective for managing herbicide-resistant weeds if each herbicide can control the weed independently. And we're not doing a lot of that. Typically, we're using one effective herbicide with glyphosate.